Imagine traveling hundreds of miles just to encourage someone you've never met. Today, we might call that extreme. But for the early Christians in Rome, it was simply what faith called them to do. This is the remarkable story of how believers journeyed miles to welcome the imprisoned Apostle Paul. The year is around 60 AD. Paul, one of Christianity's most influential leaders, is being transported to Rome as a prisoner. He survived a treacherous shipwreck, been bitten by a viper, and endured months of challenging travel. Yet his spirit remains unbroken. After landing at Puteoli, Paul finds his first taste of encouragement, a group of believers who welcome him warmly and host him for 7 days. Word spreads quickly through the Christian community that Paul is finally approaching Rome. The news travels along the famous Appian Way, the ancient Roman road stretching from Rome's southern regions to the capital city. This road, paved with carefully fitted stones, has carried countless travelers, but few journeys would be as meaningful as what's about to unfold. When Christians in Rome hear about Paul's approach, something extraordinary happens. They don't wait for him to arrive. Instead, they set out to meet him. Some travel as far as the Forum of Appius, 40 miles from Rome. Others journey to Three Taverns, about 30 miles from the city. These distances might seem modest today, but in ancient times this meant multiple days of walking. Picture Paul, chained and weary from his long journey, spotting familiar faces in the distance. These aren't just any Christians, they're brothers and sisters in faith who have never met him but know him through his letters and reputation. The Bible tells us that when Paul saw these believers, he thanked God and was encouraged. This simple statement carries profound meaning. Even the great Apostle Paul needed encouragement. The Roman Christians' actions demonstrate a powerful truth about faith and fellowship. Despite Paul's status as a prisoner, they weren't ashamed to be associated with him. They understood that sometimes the greatest ministry happens in our darkest moments. Their presence sent a clear message: you're not alone, your ministry matters, we stand with you. This welcome party wasn't just about emotional support, it was a bold public statement. By openly receiving a prisoner, these believers risked their own safety and social standing. Yet they chose to honor God's servant above their own comfort and security. Their actions echo Jesus' words about visiting those in prison and caring for the least of these. As Paul enters Rome, he receives an unusual privilege. While other prisoners are confined to the common jail, Paul is allowed to live by himself with a single soldier to guard him. This special treatment enables him to continue his ministry, even while under house arrest. The Christians' warm welcome likely influenced this favorable arrangement, showing how their act of love had practical benefits. During his 2 years of house arrest in Rome, Paul would write several important letters that would become part of the New Testament. The encouragement he received from these Roman Christians surely sustained him during this period of confined ministry. What started as a prisoner's journey became a powerful testimony to the strength of Christian fellowship. This ancient story carries timeless relevance. It challenges us to consider how far we'd go to encourage others in their faith journey. It reminds us that small acts of support can have lasting impact. Most importantly, it shows us that the Christian faith isn't meant to be lived in isolation. Even the strongest leaders need community, and even the most difficult circumstances can't separate us from the love and support of fellow believers. The Roman welcome wasn't just a historical event, it was a demonstration of faith in action, showing how the early church lived out their beliefs through practical love and bold encouragement. Their example continues to inspire believers today, reminding us that true faith often requires going the extra mile for others.